Hey people, it is Sunday, July the 4th, and it is 12:57 in the afternoon. And happy 4th of July to my American viewers. Hope you have a great Independence Day. And I'm currently on George Street, just south of Adelaide. Or sorry, Richmond. That was Richmond. Make that Adelaide is up ahead here. So I'm walking south on George, and I thought I'd walk down maybe as far as Queen's Quay and then loop back around heading north along Jarvis Street. It's a very pleasant day. It's around 21 degrees Celsius. Just a slight humidex, I think around 26 degrees. So now here's Adelaide Street. And I can hear the bells at St James Cathedral. Must be ringing in 1 o'clock. And you can actually see the top of St. James Cathedral popping up there, the very top of the spire.
Better, like if you had to cut your losses.
Yeah. Here we are at King Street. There's the main campus of George Brown College. We have other campuses spread out around the downtown area. And that was actually the 501 Queen streetcar that is temporarily running along King Street. Since there's work being done on Queen Street, so they all had to be diverted onto King. And there's a look straight west into the financial district. And there you can see a much better look at the St. James Cathedral. Front Street East. This area is known as the St. Lawrence neighborhood. It's also kind of known in broader terms as Old Town. The street signs here say both St. Lawrence neighborhood and Old Town. And there you can see the St. Lawrence Market itself on the left. And you can see the Flatiron Building off in the distance. It's that, from here, small red building with the green turret. And of course the towers of the financial district and the CN Tower itself. And this is a rather long light here.
I can throw it in the dumpster rather than just 15 minutes area.
I'm not sure why the light would be so long in a neighborhood such as this, with relatively heavy pedestrian traffic. This is the kind of thing you expect in more suburban parts of the city where the car is king. Alright, now here's another view looking west. It's a very nice mix of old historic buildings and more modern residential buildings in this neighborhood. I think it's very tastefully done compared to some other neighborhoods. So we'll continue south along George Street.
Anybody got run over by a steamboat? Oh. We just needed to hear.
And here is the Esplanade, which is, in my opinion, one of the most grand and attractive streets in the downtown area. It's a mainly residential thoroughfare, but it does have its fair share of restaurants and patios further west.
Stop and do whatever you want.
And there you can see the south side of St. Lawrence Market. And there's a look north up Jarvis. Or right here it's called Lower Jarvis. Becomes Jarvis once it crosses Front Street. So I think instead of just heading south on Jarvis and then turning around and heading back north again, I'll continue west here along the Esplanade and sort of loop around to Jarvis before I start heading back north. I don't want to like walk over a stretch I just walked over literally minutes before. And there's Market Street. That is named for obvious reasons. I might have to go all the way to Yonge Street actually, because I don't think I can access Queen's Quay heading south along Church Street. And there's a look northward on Church Street. I'm not sure why that came out so awkward. It's a very nice stretch of old historic buildings here at the south end of Church Street. By far the nicest part of Church Street, I would say. And I'll just keep talking over this music playing at the patios. As you can see, there's a nice continuous stretch of outdoor dining here along this part of the Esplanade, with a number of bars and restaurants. Places like the Beer Market, Scotland Yard, the old spaghetti factory. What else? We have Shoeless Joe's. This is quite the popular stretch here, and they've been waiting a long time to be able to reopen their outdoor dining. That's sort of like one of the most distinctive factors about this part of the Esplanade is all the patios, and it wasn't quite the same without them. And here's a pretty awesome view of the L Tower. There's a condominium building. And there's an awesome view of another well-known tower. And there's a look north up Scott Street. And here we are at Yonge Street. Let's look north. And I'll talk over this. This is unusually loud and echoey music. I'm not sure why anyone would need to blare their music like this for all to hear. We don't want to hear it, buddy. Or at least I don't. And I know that the YouTube copyright gods don't want to hear it, or at least, or maybe they do. I don't want them to hear it though. Alright, now we're just passing underneath the Gardner Expressway, where Lakeshore Boulevard runs beneath it. And I'm kind of glad I came down this way now, because we can get a look at the newly erected crane for the Sky Tower, which will be a super tall residential building, 95 stories, I think 1,012 feet. I might be wrong about the feet. It's 312 meters. So whatever that translates to in feet, it's over 1,000 feet. So this is a officially happening now. The crane is up. The building will start to rise. Now this is the first phase of the One Yonge development, and that is close to topping out. That tower will be 65 stories. And as you can see, a couple more towers are rising there. That's the Sugar Wharf development. I believe the tallest of those two will be 70 stories. The other one just a few stories shorter. I know the Gardner is kind of an ugly structure, but it does provide some pretty interesting perspectives of the downtown, sort of looming in the background. Definitely has a very sort of gritty, big city look to it. This will take us down to Queen's Quay, or I'll loop over to Jarvis Street. And I've never walked down this street before, ever, either in a video or even just in any other walk. So it's the first time ever. Let's see what kind of never before seen perspectives I can get from here. And this here is the old LCBO building. And this is the new LCBO building. So the LCBO will have moved their head office into this brand new office tower. And I believe they'll relocate the retail store also into this building. And then this will be redeveloped, this site, into more towers, believe it or not. Who would have thought? And here we are at Queen's Quay. And just up ahead is Jarvis Street. Or Lower Jarvis, I should say. And this is the Redpath Sugar Refinery. And that, of course, is what the development right here, Sugar Wharf, is named after. I think this is the last major industrial facility here along the central waterfront. And over there you can see Sugar Beach. All those pink umbrellas. It's a man-made beach. And here's where the giant freighter ships come and pick up the sugar. It's quite a sight to see when they're parked there. So here we are at Lower Jarvis. So I can see we are over the 30-minute mark. So I was originally thinking I would continue north along Lower Jarvis and up Jarvis Street. But maybe what I'll do is I will end this video here and then start a new video walking up Jarvis. Otherwise we'd be in for one very long video, which can take quite a long time to render. And with YouTube's issues lately with rendering things in HD, the longer the video is, the longer it takes. And I really don't want to have to wait too long for the video to be rendered in HD, so a shorter video is preferable. So that's what I'll do. So I hope you enjoyed this walk along George Street through Old Town and the St. Lawrence neighborhood and the Esplanade and over to Yonge, and over here to Queens Quay and Lower Jarvis. Leave a comment below. Let me know your thoughts. And like and share, and of course subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. And if you'd like to support the channel, there are links in the description where you can do so via PayPal. And also via my new merch store. So thanks for watching, and be sure to keep checking back. Because as always, I will continue. And I did have the right of way crossing there.